Hello guys, welcome on Tesla Adventures. In this video, we'll be going to discuss the excess pressure in a cylindrical drop. So you can see that, first of all, you must be wondering that where does this cylindrical drop exist? So this is a imaginary concept. So we are just imagining that if there is some cylindrical drop or cylindrical bubble, obviously bubble do not exist cylindrically, but what I'm trying to say, I'll be explaining it with an example. In JE, the numericals are always targeted to check your conceptual depth. So I'll be discussing one similar numerical in which we'll be using the excess pressure of cylindrical drop in this video only. Okay, so first of all, let us see that this is a cylindrical drop whose length is very greater than its cross-sectional radius. L is very greater than R. And now just imagine that we have subdivided this cylindrical drop into two parts. See, this is the half part, this is the half part, and the second one is this one. Okay, so you can imagine that there would be molecules which would be situated on this line of this half cylinder, and these molecules these molecules will be attracting each other by surface tension force. Okay, so let us suppose that this force is F. So the total force acting on these all molecules which are situated on upper side and the lower side is 2F. So first of all, let us discuss that what is F. So F is a surface tension force, and due to the fact that this is a drop, so therefore there will be only one free surface associated with this drop, and the surface tension will be only T, and the length on which this surface tension force will be acting is L. So this F will be T into L. Now the total force which is acting will be 2F, and this force will be counterbalanced by the force of excess pressure, which would be pushing this half cylindrical drop in this direction. Now to calculate the force of excess pressure, let us multiply the excess pressure P excess with this two-dimensional cross-sectional area. This two-dimensional cross-sectional area will be L into 2R. So P axis will into L into 2R will be equal to T into L. So cancelling this L into L, and there will be 2 also because there is 2F acting on this half cylinder. So P axis will be equal to T by R. This will be the excess pressure in the cylindrical drop. Now if in case of a cylindrical bubble, obviously we are just naming it as cylindrical bubble, which actually do not exist. But in any numerical, if the layer of the liquid film is in cylindrical form and it would be having both side air, then we can say it as a cylindrical bubble. So cylindrical bubble again, I am saying that it is an imaginary concept, but it can be used in numericals, which one of them would be demonstrated in this video. Now in cylindrical bubble, there are two free surfaces, so the excess pressure will be 2T by R. Now let us discuss this numerical which I am talking about. You must have seen that if there is a plate of glass and there is some water kept on that plate, and if you just keep another such plate on that water surface on that first plate then it would be very difficult to separate those two plates, and in this numerical we have to find out the minimum force required to separate these two plates. So the situation in this problem is that there are two plates which are massless plates, and the lower plate and the upper plate have same dimensions and they are circular. The radius of each plate is r, and the lower plate is fixed on the ground. Now there is a liquid film, a liquid layer on the lower plate, and the upper plate is kept on that. And if we need to separate these two from each other, then we have to apply some force on the upper plate. Now in this process of separation, there will be a separation between these two plates, which would be y, and there will be a liquid film created on this circumference of the two plates, which will be opposing this f and which is opposing these plates separation. So we need to find out the value of f so that we could separate these two plates. So let us imagine this point A, and this point is A and this point is B. So pressure at A will be equal to P naught, and pressure at B will be equal to PA minus axis pressure. See, A is on the concave side of this film, therefore the pressure at A would be greater than the pressure at B. So pressure at B will be equal to P naught minus P axis. Now you can imagine that this, if we say it as a meniscus, if we name this film as a meniscus, so you can imagine that this meniscus, this film will be running through the plate in the circular part. So you can see that this meniscus would be running on all of these contact points in the circle, and if we just straight up this circular meniscus, then we will see that it would be a semi-cylinder like that of the cross section, this, and the front view will be like that. And obviously you can see that the cylindrical liquid film has a excess pressure of T by R, so it would be T by R, where R is the radius of the liquid film. So if we imagine that this is the liquid film, and if we draw a circle taking this liquid film, let us draw it neatly. This is the first surface, this is the second, and let us draw the liquid film. So this is the liquid film, and if we say that the radius of the liquid film is r, small r, and the angle of contact is theta, so we can say that this angle will be 90 minus theta and this will be theta. So this is r, small r, and this half height, this complete height is y, so this half height will be y by 2. So we can say that r cos theta will be equal to y by 2. Okay, and therefore we can substitute the value of r. So PB will be equal to P naught minus T upon r. R is y by 2 cos theta. Okay, so this is the pressure at B. Now we can see that the air will be applying a pressure of P naught from top on this plate also. So we can establish the equilibrium, and we can say that the force applied by the pressure at the bottom of this plate, upper plate, will be PB into area of the plate A, and this force accompanied by F will be trying to pull this plate apart from the lower plate, and this will be opposed by the atmosphere, so it would be equal to P naught into A. So we can say that PB plus F by A will be equal to P naught, and PB minus P naught, in fact P naught minus PB will be equal to F by A. So P naught minus PB So P naught is P naught, PB is P naught, and this is plus 2t cos theta by y, and this is equal to F by A. Cancelling this P naught with P naught, F will be equal to 2t cos theta into area is pi r square by y. This force will be required to separate the two plates from each other, and in such case, if the angle of contact theta is not given in the problem, then we can assume the theta to be 1 and theta to be 0 and cos theta to be 1. So the force in that case would be 2t pi r square by y. So in these kind of problems, you can see that the cylindrical drop pressure is used, and I think in 2022 there was a problem on surface tension asked in JEE Advance, in which there was a water glass which is full of the liquid, and if we just overflow the liquid, then it forms a layer over the glass. So this layer, this curved surface which is running on the circle of the top of the glass, is also a cylindrical liquid film if we straight up this curve, and the same excess pressure, which is T by R, is being used to solve this numerical problem. So you should remember this formula. Thank you.